Okay. Now for the moment of truth. Let's see. Is this viewable? Man, how did that happen? Alright, let's see. Any latency or lag? Okay, let me just check. Is the connection good? It should be good. Alright. There we go. It should be, decent now. I hope. Alright. Let's just try something out. Pibby Apocalypse. It's welcome to my stupid stream. Is it working? People see it. I hope people can see it. Okay, there we go. I might have an FNF mod to try. Send the link to me. I might try it out. I'm usually a bit of a weird person to. It just came out yesterday, and surprisingly, it's unheard of. All right, how about let me just well, Funkin AVI update. All right, hold on. Let me just Can you send the link to it? I might need. He might try it out. You can try it. Okay. Just you can send either like a Game Banana link or a simple Google Drive link. Alright, let's. You can look it up. Alright, I'll go to Game Banana and see what it is. And I just realized there's already so many mods for for Sonic Unleashed Recomp. Holy shit! Alright, just search on Google. You won't find it on Game Banana. Oh, okay. Okay, so alright. Oh, is it on Game Jolt? Is this some? Hold on a minute. Let me just show you my screen. Is this the one you're talking about? Right here? It's Game Jolt mod. He's talking about this one? Is this the one you're talking about? First link. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think it's this one. Hey, yeah. Yeah, the first download. Alright. Okay, so this is the first, so this is the mod. Alright, let's try it out. Alright. Okay, this may take a good while to download. Trying to tinker with... Also, there's a few secrets and you can access the info page by playing a specific song. Just attempting it. Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. I'll just make my little view hidden for the time being, just so I can look through some other crap. Okay, it's been in production for like a year. Holy shit, that is very crazy, honestly. Being in production for an entire year. Actually, I don't think that's super crazy. A lot of mods really have a long production time, so it's not super surprising. Actually, hey, but honestly, I really think that's hey, wait, oh, 3 years, 3 years. Holy shit, that's insane, actually. And the entire production has been for 3 years. Right. God damn. Very rarely do I see those kinds of stuff happening. Suicide Mouse mods take long. Yeah, I can see why. Like, a lot of very long to make production. Yeah, I can really see why. God, we're already experiencing a dropping frame, a drop in a lot of performance. Holy crap! Oh no! Man, I spent so damn long trying to optimize this. It's like, come on. Are you gonna play? Hey, a bunch of mods first. Yeah, actually, I might try out some mods. I have. Let me just let's see what some good random mod I can just pull out of my ass. No, let's try out Variety Vault. Actually, hold on. Hopefully they are quick. Alright, let's change it to be any full screen application. Right. Variety Vault. Won't play every song here though. Just a couple. Alright. We're starting off with the best song in this mod, debatably. Sock. Maybe after Variety Vault you can try that. Yeah. Alright, let's... For no reason. Honestly, that mod update came out of nowhere. Alright, yeah, a lot of mods kind of come out of nowhere, if I'm being honest. Like, a Nintendo announced Shadow Drop announcements. The mod is sort of a lyrics mod, and it's not because of copywriting, and because Silly Billy and Twiddle Lingo was the verse before the song. Right, noted. Let me just close that down real quick. The mod, it's still being downloaded. I think the additional lag probably just comes from the fact that my internet right over here is not really being that great. Right, just need to do a bit of waiting, I guess, before it just properly installs, I suppose. We'll have need to talk about just a bunch of random stuff until it properly installs. 1 trillion or 10 minutes dinner with Jesus. The quoted retweets that I'm seeing is saying, destroy the world economy or talk to a man who doesn't speak English. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh my god, yay. Why did Yay? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm not surprised Yay would post something like this. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm honestly glad I'm not showing this on YouTube. What I'm seeing from on Twitter on YouTube right now. Holy shit. I'm not saying what I'm saying. It's just too sensitive a topic for me to bring up on YouTube right now. I mean, on Twitter, for me, on Twitter, I'm more than happy to call it out, but not here. Don't wanna, don't really want to do that type of stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, I wonder if there's just waiting for this to download. This mod to download. Like, oh my God, it keeps on increasing the wait time. You at random. Holy crap. Maybe it's because of my internet, but I don't know. Oh my god, Shay. Shay. My god. when, a, when a couple of days ago, Shay tweeted Deltarune tomorrow. When it said March 17th, 2025, saying Deltarune tomorrow on March 16th. 2 days later, quote retweets that with that one that one Spider-Verse image. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Delusional has been in production for 2 years. Alright. Okay. Man, the stuff I see on Twitter is so goofy. Like, what the heck is the stuff that I see? Oh my god, dead. Seeing the how long is it taking? Good question. Good question. Just good question. I'd show you, but my tab's currently on Twitter, and I'm not showing what's on Twitter because I'm at fear of accidentally showing porn on my stream, because sometimes porn just appears on my timeline without me knowing. Sometimes when I'm just searching for stuff on Twitter and I just get porn, like I can search Minecraft on Twitter and just show about it shows porn at random, even if it has nothing to do with what I'm searching for. Like it's just so like it's such a mess, man. Just Twitter is just so scuffed. Like Twitter wasn't great before, but at very least it worked and it had better moderation than the offhand moderation it has now. It's kind of looking at a tweet from Dead Domain where just made a bit of a joke tweet where they realized that they retweeted porn, but nobody should be mad at them because it was good stuff. And somebody quoted it saying, "Another brain broken by porn," and that was from a Dead Domain screenshot it saying, "Oh, so that's why so many dorks were angry at me." I don't want to get overtly political, but I just, if that is political, that is kind of very silly to me. There's always like debates over consuming porn equals Gooner brain. All the controversy happens on Twitter. Yeah, that is true. So much controversy on Twitter. A bit of a tweet from talking about Masahiro Sakurai. Masahiro Sakurai says Japanese developers should focus on making games that Japanese people like instead of trying to appeal to a Western audience. A while ago, there was certainly a culture in making Americanized products because various works were popularized in the US. However, I feel that Japanese game lovers overseas are not looking for such things, but for something unique and interesting from Japan. And in other words, I think that the idea would be to make games the way you like, as those who agree with you will enjoy them. Politicians is always on Twitter. Yeah, I know, it's such a mess. Somebody retweeted something from a user saying, "It's gotta be people misinterpreting this to fuel the most disgusting think pieces," and in reality he's probably talking about why they wouldn't let Kirby be cute and smile on US box art. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think what the reasons why there was a lot of westernization for certain games back in the day was because a lot of games can you check on the mod's health? Shouldn't be too long. I think a lot of people just kind of focus on... Back in the day, there was a lot of very westernized box art that was a far cry from what the game really was, like Kirby, for example, or hell, even something like old Mega Man box arts, you know, like the most atrocious ones, like the one from the NES, for example. Well, however, I think a lot of Western gamers are kind of like, you know, more accepting of like Japanese culture. So I think Sakurai is kind of alluding to that instead of you know, saying how Japanese developers shouldn't make Western games. A lot of people just misinterpret a good amount of stuff that Sakurai says. Even though sometimes I do think that Sakurai can have a bit of some outtakes. They can. I usually do tend to agree with a good amount of stuff that he says. Alright, the mod is officially downloaded. I think you will like the mod, by the way. I'll be the judge. Alright. Okay, let's boot it up. Alright, where is it? There it is. Then I put it there. Okay. It definitely has crazy mechanics. I've experienced mods with crazy mechanics before. This shouldn't be too different. I accidentally hit my microphone. Okay. So what uses some high-intensity graphics to reduce things for processing. Malfunction effects. I hope this doesn't fuck my screen. My stream. Okay. The sight of hell that awaits you. Actual malfunction input system. Enjoy your stay. Funkin' API 2.0. Wow, that's a very it's actually a really cool logo. Wow. Okay. You don't unlock this yet. Complete everything to open this book. Alright, let's try this out. Right, Broken Relationship, episode 1. Alright, so I have 2 songs here. Let's go through the songs. Why was Boyfriend doing that thing that Mercy did? Pretty good mod. Alright.
Episode 1. Michael Theodore Mouse. Mickey Mouse to most of you. An iconic character who goes on the wackiest adventures during his time. For a good majority of you all, Mickey is seen as a kind, sweet, and goofy person who always means right and means well for all. Now what if I told you that that isn't the truth? Well, what do I mean by this? Our lovable mouse was always a busy man. He always worked his hardest during the time of his limelight, just to make those few extra bucks for his beloved Minnie Mouse. They'd been together for decades. Mickey's patience started to decline as he began to yell and physically harm Minnie to let off steam, blaming his insecurities and stress on his poor wife. Patience had finally broken. The now guilt-ridden Mickey began to walk home, hoping the stroll would clear his mind. As expected, it didn't work whatsoever. Mickey then tried to sleep later that day, but his regret kept him awake until exhaustion finally took over, bringing an end to Wednesday's pain.
You shouldn't have lashed out. Slapstick stuff. Alright. Hey, Minnie.
In the rain, looking so blue. Speak. What is on your mind?
Our song's called Devilish Needle. Ooh, this is actually really well made. Oh boy. I think I'm getting a bit of lag. Holy crap. Minnie signed a contract with the devil for a specific cause. Did she not learn from Cuphead?
His pain. When Mickey had woken up from his deep slumber, he was quick to notice that the house was silent. There were no birds chirping, no sounds of cars passing by. It was just pure silence.
Pure silence.
Mickey had walked far down the street, but it always seemed to be headed to the same place, as if it were looping. Mickey had tried to end his life several times, slicing himself with a syringe, overdosing on drugs, but none of it worked. Why didn't any of it work? Mickey had begun to accept that this is his life now, that nothing would change, until a strange, shadowed figure seemed to suddenly appear before Mickey. They then revealed themselves to be a small, blue-haired boy, holding a microphone as an answer to Mickey's question. Mickey was more befuddled than ever, but what reason did he have to say no?
Fair enough, I suppose. Alright. Let's just sing. Why is he looks so jolly? He looks so jolly for, so goddamn jolly. Guy's hiding something absurd. Good shit. Alright, now this is the part where Mickey Mouse becomes clinically insane and tries to kill that,
In the
blue
aftermath
shit.
of their shared song, the boy, with a sense of detachment, begins to distance himself from the scene. Meanwhile, Mickey, still bewildered and perplexed, starts to confide in the boy about the peculiar events that unfolded. However, the observant boy discerns an unsettling unease in Mickey's demeanor. His curiosity piqued, he retraces his steps and extends an invitation for another tune. Mickey, bereft of alternatives, acquiesces without a word, setting the stage for yet another song with him.
Zam. That's sad. The way that the word "sure" was run over is honestly very telling. Come on, Mickey, you kick that blue-headed little dickhead's ass. looking at me like that? What did I do? What did I do to deserve you looking at me like that? Tell me. Why do this to me? But that was teased in the trailer. I don't know, I think the lyrics are actually pretty good. I think the lyrics are actually good. Damn. So that was some good shit, honestly. Like, honestly, I wish some more people got to see this. I see, the whole, song was just a trap type of thing. Oh, come on, it doesn't even have... Oh, that's free play, right. Of course. Right, okay, this whole book contains all the songs that occurred in story mode. Feel free to repeat the misery that you like. Right, is there any, songs that are not here? What? Huh? That's a nice free play menu, and yeah, I can't see it. Hold on, let me just close that. I need to, do a little something real quick. Okay. For some reason, there's a bug that just, prevented me from going to one part of the free play menu. So, Alright, I learned my lessons. I learned my lesson. And my god, why won't it let me do anything? Why won't it let me play the songs? Okay, that story mode was pretty good. Well, yeah, I agree. Is anybody else in... Alright. Man, I don't know what's causing that. Hold on, let me just try again, but let me just see. Yeah, so just trying to go through the free play. For some parts of the free play, for some reason crashes. FPS. Well, I kept my FPS at 60, so I don't know what's causing this. Hold on, let me check the game control page, actually. Maybe this is a issue, okay, let's see, where is it? Okay, shaders. I'll look at graphics, yeah, let's turn off shaders for now. See if, that has anything to do with it. Nope. Turn off shaders. I did. You shouldn't have that bug. I shouldn't, but it's happening anyway. So it says that there's a null object. For some reason. Like, I don't know what's causing this. I'm trying to figure it out. For some reason, the blast from the past, alright, let me just show this. That's very weird. That's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, for some reason, this is the only one that works. Look. How? Fucking how? check some more graphic settings. If checked disables, let me turn off low quality to see if that's the reason. Hold on, let's see. Oh, it was because I had low quality on. Alright. Yeah, I figured out the cause. False alarm, people. Alright, let's try this out. Alright, doing a song titled Laugh Track. Why this remind me of Tricky? Good question. Maybe it was Tricky inspired. Alright, bless your heart.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look, it's normal boy. I gotta ask you whether that voice by That was I discovered a brand new boyfriend recently. V2. I didn't hate versus Caulfield V2, it's just that it did have a very stupid requirement to unlock one of the songs, which was painfully long and convoluted. Alright, don't cross. Difficulty, good luck. That's a good sign. Right, don't cross, that's a the difficulty says it's good luck. That should be a very good sign. Alright, let's do this. Just die on Malfunction Legacy and you can unlock Malfunction. Alright. I'll just play through it though. let's try this again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Beat the song. No. No, I can't. I can't beat it. I can't beat it. Alright, fine, I'll do it. Don't plead mercy. Okay, fine. I'll beat it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Shit. This is a good joke song, by the way. Yeah, I agree.
3,
This is
2, 1,
unironically
go!
peak. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, thank God. I did it. I did it. Let's fucking go! Alright. War Dilemma. That might be my favorite song here. Probably my favorite so far. So. The joke songs end up being the best. Why is it in this episode? Why was I even asking this episode? Oh my God, they're doing this. This is a reference to that one animation. That one board animation. Like your boy. Right, Goofy. Don't shoot Goofy. Originally like a parody animation, right? I can't remember this one material. I don't think I saw the one that's material, like recommendations. I can't really recall where I saw it. Is Goofy a traitor here? Alright. Alright, Twisted Grins. Alright, let's try this one out. sad. So unfortunately sad. Mercy. Well, the difficulty is insane. Drains your health until death. Utilizes the mechanic keybind. Highly recommend checking controls setting before playing. Right, let me check. Hold on, let me just do a quick check on the options real quick. Just so I can see what the heck controls, let's see. I've recalled seeing the original version of Funkin' AVI at some point during my life, in the FNAF fandom, and try it out and say, yeah, it was pretty solid. Though I didn't really think too much of it. Though I gotta say, this is definitely a very big improvement over the original. Alright. Says left and right control, right?
3, 2, 1, go!
Take advantage of the space bar. Will help you regain health when critically low. Done. Oh hey, Mickey. That is a very detailed jump scare thing. The whole health drain mechanic and needing to you know, heal occasionally. It really reminds me of the mechanic from Frostbite from Hypno. Right. Alright. Mechanics, dodge relapse, mouses, guns, equalizes the mechanic design. Alright. So I just have to dodge with space. Alright. Oh, it's retro. It's use spacebar to dodge. Oh, it's this fan game. I remember this one actually. It's based on this one. It's based on this fan game. It even replicates the style, the original style, really well actually. I really like this style. I really like how it replicates the style. Rest in peace, Minnie. Honestly, the way this is told. Honestly, this is way better than the style this goes for is just better than how it was from SNS, one of its original developments. I really like how this is presented more than how SNS was trying to portray it. We don't talk about SNS.
This is some kind of silly little game. Soon enough, you'll understand what me and my friends have been going through. Sooner or later, your death will be nothing but psycho sex.
is honestly really good though. Right, hunted. Alright, let's try this one out. Oh my god. What's Goofy? Alright. Okay. Alright, and that's, Alright, let's go to Blast in the Past and experience, I'll try Malfunction Legacy first, and then we'll see if it will unlock. Whoops. Hold on. Let me stop this tone. There we go. Okay. I'll try using the older stuff, is see anything unlocked? No, I don't think so. I'll try out the older stuff first, Whoa, moving background. Alright. Let's try the beta one because I feel like it. I'll go kind of like go through these. That's one of the craziest mechanics I've ever seen. Alright, enough time already. Probably. Alright, let's actually try Malfunction for real. Let's beat this one and see if I can... check the. Let me check the page. How to unlock malfunction. Okay, let me just let's see. How do I don't want to look at Funkopedia, but I think I have to. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Trying to find a. Let me check a tutorial somewhere. How do you... Alright, hint, it's in the files, you need to delete it. Alright, let's look through the files then. Let me just take away a little visual thing already, and let's see. Cantaloupe. Do I just delete the cantaloupe file? Like this? Alright, let's try it again. Do I have any? Nope. Nothing in there. Alright, I'm restoring the cantaloupe image. Looks like it's shared. Can't find it. Okay, where the heck is the file that I need? It's somewhere. It's in the files, you need to delete it. Alright, hold on. Okay, just need to see where the heck is. Alright, maybe there might be something that I'm missing. I'll have to just wait until somebody who's smarter than me to figure it out. But for now, I think it's time to bid adieu to the stream. I did have fun playing through it though. It was quite a fun mod to try out. Alright. This will be my time. Oh, into the sunset. See you deuces.